I feel that it's my duty to share with you all of the updates that I have found.
Frisco ISD has notified of their intent to expel Carmelo Anthony from school 1 month before his high school graduation. And so it seems as if Frisco ISD is trying to push this off by making this decision that they do not have to make. So the Next Generation Action Network, outside of the legal process, will be going through different avenues regarding to ensure that we fight for the rights of Carmelo Anthony.
And this is where my CTA comes into play. First, CTA, apologize to Carmelo if you did say something that you should have waited until we had all the information, all the facts presented before us. Number 2, hold your judgment until the trial or lack thereof, because there probably won't be any trial. If all the evidence presented to you from this video is true, and again, they should have all these receipts, then there probably won't be a trial. And again, if there is, whoever is pursuing the trial could be sued. Number 3, advocate for Carmelo to be able to walk and to graduate. He did the right thing. He had to save himself. He was being jumped. The only way that he could get them to stop is I'm sure is by stabbing. That's all he had, apparently. He didn't mean to stab him in his heart. I mean, you can tell he didn't mean to. It just so happened to go there. And unfortunately, that is what it took to bring this case to the forefront nationally. So we should be advocating for Carmelo to stay in school, to be able to walk. The school knows if Carmelo was really a good student. Everybody knows if everything they're saying about Carmelo is true, they know that it's true. Furthermore, in comparison, they also know about the twins. They know if these boys was bullies or not, because I'm sure they've received several reports. So it's not fair to punish Carmelo when clearly the twins were in the wrong.
In regards to this judge, I do not know Judge Angela Tucker. I've never met her, never known her, never been nowhere near her court. Don't know anything about her until we were notified that she was going to hear the writ. But the ugly attacks on her.
The DEI judge decided to let this murderer walk free and then reward him. The judge lowered the bond from $1 million because he's a murderer. Here's the judge, ladies and gentlemen. Carmelo Anthony bond was lowered from $1 million to $250,000. He only has to put up 10% of that, by the way. But here's your judge. Let me make something very clear to you. If Austin Metcalf had done the murder in cold blood, then I would be advocating for Austin Metcalf to go to prison for the rest of his life, or the death sentence, or whatever. It doesn't matter who you are. You shouldn't kill anyone in cold blood, but you certainly shouldn't be rewarded for doing that. And that is exactly what's happening right now.
Okay, Benny, you said if the shoe was on the other foot, you would advocate for Carmelo. Are you a man of your word? In addition to that, the judge is not a DEI hire. The judge worked her way up, and she is a Republican and has been for years.
But the ugly attacks on her just shows Black America that no matter what you pick in the ballot box, and that is your constitutional right, it's people out here reminding us of the Black struggle in America. This woman is a registered Republican, has been for years. She put herself through school, she raised her family, she did everything. I'm a registered Democrat, proud. I'm the chair of the Dallas County Democrat Resolutions Committee. I don't know that woman. And to call her leftist is just downright disrespectful. The bond that was given is according to law and consistency with practice. If Aaron Dean can get a $300,000 bond when he killed a Tatiana Jefferson, Carmelo Anthony can get a $250,000. If Amber Geiger can get a $200,000 bond when she kills Botham Judd in his own home, he can get a $250,000. If Roy Oliver can get a $250,000 bond after he kills Jordan Edwards, all white officers, why couldn't Carmelo Anthony be entitled? A child with no background, no criminal background, no endangerment to the community, none whatsoever, be placed on a ELM and brought home.
So after watching this information presented to you that it took me days to get together, I wasn't going to do it at first. I thought it would all come out, but I see that it was up to me to bring it all to the forefront. So what do you guys think about this case now? Do you think the information that I presented makes more sense. I feel that it do. The father, the way that he's acting now, he has a soft heart because he knows that eventually all of this information is going to come out. Thank God that he chose to do it that way, because it could be going down right now. He could have lied. Well, even though he's not telling the full truth, but he could have made it like it was about race. It could be a race war going on right now, and it would be horrible because all of this would be on him. But he did the right thing. He's been holding his peace. He's been emphasizing that it's not about race.
And if we all don't come together, black, white, yellow, brown, I don't care. It's all about human beings. We gotta care about each other. We gotta be kind to each other. You need to show compassion, show empathy, not anger, not rage. Teach your kids the right from wrong. And pray to God this doesn't happen to yours.
Conservatives, it's time for y'all to check yourself. Y'all had the Democrats check themselves with the DEI and the wokeism and all of that. I mean, they didn't have a choice. And specifically, I know that it was because of the entitlement programs, money being corrupted, so to speak, and stolen. But we have to nip racism in the bud forever. You guys, I know it sounds fairy tale-ish, but I believe that we can have it. I believe that it can happen. Our president said that he wants his greatest legacy to be that of a peacemaker and a unifier.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier.
And I believe that if we can get together on this and we can communicate, I believe that we can work this out. I believe that we can get rid of, there's going to be racist people, but typically racist people stay to themselves. The ones that come out in mass, those are typically the planters that have been sent out by the Democrats to try to scare people and to make people think that it's a whole bunch of racism going on. So keep that in mind. Typically, if they're white racists, they don't care. They will come out with the mask off and they don't care who know it. But typically, they stay away from black people. They don't want to be bothered. The ones that's faking, them the ones that got on the mask, and I call them planters. But anyway, you know, for the majority of us, we can finally put racism to bed if everybody checks themselves. Conservatives, it's time for y'all to take a hard look at yourself, because I'm telling you, I bet you the Anthony family are conservative. I bet you they are. So hopefully this can bring unity to our country. It's so sad that it happened to take a young, fragile life. I would dare say that the McAllister, the twins, the McAllister family should definitely start some type of anti-bullying program to help curb bullying nationally, share their story, different things that they could have did to prevent this, the consequences, the possible consequences of bullying. And we should we need to also rally behind Carmelo to ensure that he gets to walk and he gets to graduate and he also gets the proper treatment and counseling that he needs, because he did in fact have to unalive someone to save his own self. And just the trauma from being bullied to the point where you're in a situation that you have to do something like that so drastic.